Hello, people. It's that time. Oh, yes. It's that time again. Okie dokie. So, welcome everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone's well. So, tonight, on the Tuesday evening, I'm going to be running the GR1 Open, which will open in any moment. So, obviously, what's going to be happening in terms of the format is a bit of practice. So please consider to do a qualifying lap, and then we'll just crack on with some open lobby sprint racing. So we have got some company who's the first in the chat. JBB, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Any moment, mate. Any moment. And then as soon as I put the lobby up as well, I'll put in the room ID. So anybody that wishes to race will can join in that method, or even through my PlayStation name, or at a certain racetrack. So I'm going to come out of the Escapes movie and then open up a lobby. So this is the card which I've been using for quite a bit recently, as it seemed to be the one, but then it's different in some tracks and so on. So we're going to be kick-starting off at Daytona Road Course. With BOP and prohibited tuning, and obviously it's set to twilight as well, so it's much darker. No worries, you do what you need to do, buddy. And then if the parent lets you, then and they say yeah, then feel free to join. If not, then don't stress too much, because there's another opportunity of an open lobby. See, I've been properly doing some league racing stuff, no matter whether it's the Renault Clios or the Manufacturers Cup or so on, as I've been doing lately. So grid start with 4-start check is on. Brake balance is on, so you can tune the brake balance to how you like it. No tyre wear, no fuel consumption rating. Racing soft tyres as well. Shortcut penalty set to week 2. Other than that, we should be able to get going without any issues. So the room is now open as this 6:30 in the UK. So I'll put in the room ID for those who want to join in that method on the YouTube chat. I think that's the one. There we go. So the room ID is there for those who want to do some open lobbies. Unless if we get enough people in at this time, which you never know. Obviously with the Manufacturers Cup, it's just around the corner, and that is tomorrow at Deep Forest. So having done some practice, especially for the one lap pace, as well as the didn't get a chance to do the race train for myself also. You could play 30 minutes, no problem. Yeah, feel free to join. Yeah, feel free to join if you're free now. So one race or two is better than nothing. So it's just a case of how many people show up. That's the thing. If they're capable of driving the GP, if there's anybody that's capable of driving GR1 cars. Unless there's an issue with anybody joining a lobby. So let me know if there's any issues of joining a lobby, which I can't see any issues yet until we come across it. Wonder if that helps. If yeah, just need to put on the racing softs, having done some qualifying times across some of the daily races as well as the online time trial. So Pinky's in. Welcome, Pinky. Yeah, do your best, and that's all you can do. And let's see if we get any people in this lobby who are interested in the GR1s. Whoa. Get that pointing in the right direction somehow. Any GR1 is fine, mate. Any GR1 car is fine, if you got one. So it doesn't matter what GR1 car you're using. Because for those who don't know, I do open lobbies normally on Tuesday evenings. Whether it's in the GR1s, GR2s, GR3s, GR4s, sometimes road car lobbies, or even some one-offs. And yeah, the Porsche is fine. I'm just getting the feel of this car first things first, as well as driving at very much night time. B-Max is in. Welcome along, B-Max. Sky Master is in. Welcome along, Sky Master. I'm not sure if we met Sky Master before, but correct me if I'm not wrong, because you know, when you come across some names that you might have not even seen before, then obviously apologies if I am mistaken, having learned that as it turned out, it was somebody who I'd known from racing one of my previous lobbies or so on. Yeah, we met one time. Trying to think which is the one time when we met. Obviously, because I've seen the the names. I'm aware of it's like from the YouTube chat as well as the PlayStation names also, as well as the GT nicknames. So I reckon one more person, and then we'll get the countdown in as well. One track in Asia. So it's one of the countries I can think of that's in Asia is Japan. So it's somewhere in Japan. Maybe Suzuka or Autopolis or Tsukuba. The track with the free layouts. I just need to do a practice starter while I'm at it. Got a bit further than I would have liked. I'd see what it's like from a standing start then. Oh, it does snap. The rear does snap, even with the four-wheel drive system. Oof. Bit of lawnmowing, of course. I haven't raced much in the Tokyo Expressway. So it's definitely not that, because that one will have multiple layouts. So if we get a racing or two. So if we get one more person in, we'll get the race start. Countdown. So we've got B-Max in the Audi. Yeah, I remember now, Sky. Or JBB, whichever you like to be called. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. It's one of them tracks in Asia. From when we raced each other once. So... been a bit quiet. Have got the lobby up for 12 minutes. So whilst we wait for the one person to join, and Mayor's in, Benson's in, welcome along. So we have got 5 of us in. So I'm gonna put the message out to say that the race is starting in. Give it 5 minutes. Feel free to do a fat quality lap. And another thing too is please be mindful of those around you on the track. Thanks. Alright, so we're getting a bit busy now as we're getting some more people filled in. So I'll be going for a quick toilet break, and then what time we're on? So we're on 12 minutes and 50, and then once I've had a quick toilet break, by the time that I get back, then I'll see what we have on the track, then we'll get the racing going. So I'll be back in 2 secs. Right, I'm back. So, Storm's in, and we've got Kajun in. Welcome along, Kajun. Good to see you. I hope you're well. So let's have a quick look at who we got out of the track. So we've got B-Max in the Peugeot 908. And then we've got Sky in the Porsche, I think it is. Yep, the Porsche. And we've got Benson in the Sauber with the Jaguar livery, of course. And we've got Storm in the Tomahawk. Danny C in the Peugeot in the pits. What car is that? The one that I'm using, the Peugeot. I'm using the Peugeot L750R Hybrid VGT. So, just want to spare a moment to say hello to people, and please be civil and respectful to other racers and have fun. Oh, okay. It's the GR1s, buddy. It's the GR1s, buddy. I don't know if you want to race this one, but obviously... Okay, so I best be quick then. So, any... okay, no problem. Any GR1 car is fine. Just need a set of racing softs on, and then... yeah. We just need to... yeah. Mind you, that car's fine, buddy. Yeah, it's good, mate. That car's fine. You can use it. It doesn't matter which one it is. as long as it's classed as GR1, that's the main thing. So, alright, we're sorted on that one. So, the race is starting soon. Have a good race in one, best of luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So, before we get going, if you accidentally hit someone, and if you feel it's your fault, you know, just simply pull over to one side to where you can, and where it's safe to do so, while giving the place back to the person you made contact with. And without further ado, let's get down to business and do the talking on the track, as we're about to begin the first race of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. We're going to start with false start check is on, so I'm more than happy to pull over to one side, let everybody have a chance, and I'll catch up. Just got to be mindful about the throttle input with this car, because it's pretty lethal off the standing start. Whoa. Let everybody have a chance. I'll let this person by. Oh. So I've got some catching up to do, having been kindly pulled up to one side and to the best I can bar for one. Because the other person had a moment at the standing start, where if the other guy had got collected from somebody's bad start or what, I'm not too sure. Anyway, I've got some driving on the track to do, so let's see how much ground can we make up on B-Max, who is currently leading with Ben in second. I've got Sky in third, who I'm currently catching up as well. I'm in fourth, and there's Kajun in fifth, Storm in sixth. Just have to be mindful if I... A lovely switcheroo. I don't know if there was contact well from my perspective, but obviously I had to flick the car into as best I can to get it turned in. Unless I was given a perspective, so... Because with that corner itself, that it was, it's pretty slippery. Ah, it's okay. Well, that's that he shouted way. It's all good. It's all good. We keep going. Because the thing is that that bit of the track is uneven in terms of the level of the track surface. So, with the characteristics of how bumpy it is in that section, it's pretty unpredictable sometimes. So, it's all good. So we've got B-Max who's dropped down to P2 with Benson leading the race. Storm's left. Hope he's okay. Appreciate you joining. So that Sauber that's pulling away is just literally running away on the straight line. Although it does suffer in corners because of how much of an old school race car it is. So it's up to me if I can capitalize in the corners, which is what this car is capable of also. Just have to be mindful of B-Max there. Got it in. Only just. Next up, Benson. In a Jaguar livery on a Sauber livery. But I'll tell you, that Sauber's definitely got legs on the straight line. Steven's joined. Welcome along. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. So I'm currently purple in this sector, half a second up on the personal best. You could have just stayed around there, buddy. You could have just stayed around there, Stephen, because we're on the last lap. There's no chance of me catching up to Benson, because look at how quick that vehicle is on a straight line. No way. Well, enjoyed myself a challenge. Well done, Benson, on taking the win. I'll have to settle for P2. B-Max in third, Kajun in fourth, and this Sky in fifth. And there's only Storm who was the only one to retire. of this race. There we go. So that's the last finisher crossing the line in 5th. So grab the replays if you want them. Yep, good to hear you enjoyed yourself, no matter the outcome. So, do you want to choose a track for us, Benson, please? If there's a certain track you have in mind. Whilst I quickly run down the results, as we've got Benson taking the win with myself in 2nd with the fast lap. And there's B-Max in 3rd. We've got Kajun in 4th. We've got Sky Master in 5th. We've got Storm, who was the only one to retire from this race. Yep, Canada it is. So that's going to be an interesting one, I'm sure of that. So, because we're not done the GR1 in Montreal. So that's going to be an unknown. So I was thinking, with the 5 of us in, is it worth doing a room refresh? Or we're just going to wait until we get some more people in, just as it is. And if we do get a room refresh, what will that mean as well is a new room ID on that one. So I'm going to put out the message as I'm going to go with the Audi. Obviously save the lobby settings too on racing software. So yes, and that's if we get some more people, and that's the thing with super formulas. If it's that way, so I'm going to have to refresh the room. So feel free to follow. Apologies for any inconvenience. So I'm going to close this lobby and then put a new one up, and this time with a new room ID as well. Having got the lobby settings saved as well, as we're heading back to Montreal. No problems on. So the room is now back open as well. And I'm going to put the new room ID in as well on the chat. You can join back in now. I've got a new lobby open, mate. If you got chance. If you got time. So, Kajun, Benson, B-Max is back in. MJH. Welcome along. Thank you for the sub. And welcome along to my community as well. So, for those who are new, I do open lobbies normally on Tuesday evenings, and DC's in. Welcome along. Welcome to my lobby. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're doing good, my brother. So, obviously, I do open lobbies on Tuesday evenings, throwing out different car categories, whether it's on the and the GR1s, GR2s, GR3s, GR4s. I do some league racing ventures, whether it's the Gran Turismo World Series content as well as the Renault Clio Cup and so on. Sometimes daily races for when I get a chance. So good to see you, Alex. Yes, Alex. Welcome along, buddy. Hope you're well. So, race starting in... We'll give it 5 minutes. So feel free to do a quali lap. And another thing too is, please be mindful of those around you on the track. Thanks. Okie dokie. So there's 5 of us in. There's some one of them in the hypercar. The others, well, there's some in the hypercars. There's some of the LMPs, and then there's one in the Group C. So quite a variety, of course. So that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. So I'm gonna go out in me trusty Audi. Has anybody seen the pictures of the new Formula 1 cars, the liveries that have been put out? Obviously, there's Red Bull, Racing Bulls, and there's Haas, and then Audi has just recently shared their livery, and so yeah, it's building up to what is going to be an interesting season of the unknown. So we don't really know what to expect, but there are some concepts that will be that will use the different method from certain teams, and so on. But I just cannot wait for the season to get going in March. Obviously, we've got pre-season testing there coming up, and so it's over to the manufacturers of the likes of Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, Ford, Audi as well, and then to have 7 car manufacturers on the Formula 1 grid, which I can't think of a certain season where there've been more than 7 manufacturers, car manufacturers, that are on the Formula 1 grid in this single season, because we're talking like years or something like that. Even the most that we had was 6. And that was quite recently. So we've got the boss who is in. Welcome along. I like this track, and I'm sure that anybody here likes the track as well. That has been added to the game a month ago. Hopping over the sausage curve there, having tuck on them very aggressively. I've got Luis is in as well. Welcome along. Had seen somebody who's joined and gone. Oh crap! Gonna need a power tool to remove the sausage curbs. Oh. Oh man, how funny. So let's have a quick look at who we got out on the track. So we've got Kajun in the Porsche, as we've got B-Max in the Porsche as well. And there's Benson in the Peugeot 908. And there's Luis in the Toyota. And there's Dizzy showing off in front of the fans, as the fans are loving it as well, in the Toyota GR010 hypercar. And there's Danny C in the pits. So we might get to one person in sneaking in. Otherwise, we're just about to get the race going as well. So the race is starting soon. Best of luck everyone, and have a good race. Let's have a clean race too. So without further ado, let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck everyone. Enough throttle input. Oh, Kajun jumped the start. What a launch! Whoa! Bit chaotic at the start there. Don't worry about it, mate. It's one of them first lap instances where you just gotta be lenient on these things, and then see how the behaviour pans out. Got a bit wide. Come on. Louis kicking up the grass. Just having a look. Nope, thought better of it. Just need to survive the wall of champions. Through goes Danny C. Kajun's making a move also. Get it turned in, get it turned in. This car just likes to light up the rears mostly, obviously with the four-wheel drive system also. Ah, crap. Got a bit deep. Gifting the position to Kajun, who's all lost it on their own. Unlucky, buddy. B-Max is on the move as E2 takes P3 momentarily. So it's a drag race down to the line, well, to the chicane, should I say. Oh, beat B-Max into the wall of champions there. Maybe Kajun will have a sniff back at third place. Ivicic is in, welcome along. Thank you for joining. So we've got the boss who is leading with myself in second. B-Max in third, Kajun in fourth. DZ moved up to P5 in the Toyota. Louis in sixth, Benson in seventh. So the boss has lost some momentum over the chicane, and I'm currently setting the fastest lap of the race so far. Get it turned in. Pretty tricky to get the hairpin together. Oh, the boss has clipped the wall of champions. The Red Bull has gone over the sausage curves and all of a sudden crashed into the wall of champions. The pressure is mounting very quickly indeed. Let's get him. Audi versus Porsche in two separate livery schemes. Oh, the boss has gone wide, had to cut the chicane. Well played, buddy. Well played. Fuel for Blood Racing, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're having a good day, whatever you've been up to, mate. And I hope you're well. And welcome to the channel as well, seeing as though it's the first time we've seen you on the live chat, I believe. Around the final corner, Danny C takes the win at Montreal. Get in there, Danny. GG, everyone. Good so far. Obviously, pretty different to what most people will be driving, of course. So this is the second race of the evening. So I get to choose the track having won the race. So the race has been good in terms of, well, starting further like at the back and then obviously making my way up through the field and then putting the pressure on some people. So we've got myself in the Audi taking the win with the boss in second. We've got Kajun in third. We've got B-Max in fourth. We've got Dizzy in fifth. We've got Benson in sixth. We've got Luis in seventh. So, yeah. Thank you, Kajun. GG to you as well. Yeah, thank you, GG. Wham and whack. Crashed into my teammate out of all people. Don't worry about it. I mean, you did great to give way after the first lap contact, so it happens. It happens. So we'll just wait for the Yep. So the American is in. So we're going to head off to Yas Marina. Now, this is where I'm going to have to change the settings just a little bit. Simply, track limits. Set it from weak to strong. So, hang on. I hope. Oh, my apologies. My apologies, everyone. Don't know what was going off there for a moment. There we go. There we go. It's taking its time to load up, isn't it? There we go. Now I just need to change it to Twilight. My apologies. Sorry about that. Dizzy left. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining if that's you done. Race starting in 6 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap. And please be mindful of those around you on the track. Thanks. So I'm going to go with the Audi once more. And welcome back, Sky. And Sky is back. So let's get a clean lap in best we can. I've just been well informed that Alex has had an error. Sorry to see that, mate. Hopefully you'll come back in no time. Yep. And then, if that's you done, then that's a pleasure to have you around, and hope to see you again soon. And look after yourself as well. Somebody else could have the pole position. Didn't expect to be half a second up, but then I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. Look at that big plane, the big bird. Welcome along, Noodle. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome along. I hope you're well, my friend. And welcome to the channel as well. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm not too bad. I'm just chilling on this runoff area as I'm just about to get the next race underway. So I appreciate that as well. And for those who don't know, Noodle has a channel for those who like to go and look at his content on YouTube. He is from the American continent, I believe. So obviously, yeah, there's just some of the new names are going to have to bear in mind there. We'll just see like about who's in what. And so appreciate your time for joining in as always. But my friend, so we've got B-Max in the Porsche using all the track limits. So we've got Louis in the Toyota, and we've got Sky in the Porsche, Kajun in the Porsche, Danny C and Benson in the pits. Nice one, nice one. So with the 6 of us in, see, there's all that we've got. There's a lot that's going on for where it's the Manufacturers Cup or so on, and then other than that, I want to run something a little different than GR3s or so. Even whether it's the GR1s, the GR2s, GR3s, GR4s, sometimes road car lobbies and so on, and as well as cracking on with the league racing ventures on places when I can and can't stream. So let's get this next race underway, shall we? So the race is starting soon. Best of luck, everyone, and keep it clean. So let's get this next race underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. On the front row. Bit of contact. From behind. Copy. Well, that person's getting kicked because there's just no need to carry on like that after making contact with somebody who I know. So I'm sorry, Lewis. You're about to get kicked. Kajun getting sideways out of the chicane. Also got some momentum. Even that Porsche's pretty rapid on the acceleration, but it's just a top speed where the Audi does have the advantage, the R18. That four-wheel drifting in the mid-corner. Oh, just got a bit deep. Got a bit wide. Because you're using all the track limits. We'll have to see what the outcome is for having gone so wide. No problem, Benson. Oh, Lewis has left. So that just left with 4 of us. So I might refresh the lobby after this one, and then see what happens. Last thing that we'll be doing is whoever wins this race will get to choose the track. Unless the winner hasn't got a certain track in mind, can please them to choose the track, pass it to somebody else if they've got a certain track in mind. 1 second penalty for Kajun for abusing the track limits. I did set it to strong for this particular track because that track does have issues with track limits where they've been, if you set it to weak, that are too lenient, or maybe just with the fact that I set it to stronger just to punish the drivers a little bit more. Even though it's about as close as you get, so Kajun serves the penalty in the penalty zone. Look at that! From around the outside. Oh, bit deep. This is a great battle between Porsche versus Audi at Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi. Get your popcorn ready. Well, look how wide Kajun's taking. Literally. Track limits at turn 5. Track limits, last corner. Track limits, turn 5. That was super wide there. Track limits, last corner. Literally. What am I witnessing? Well, you know what's going to happen, right? Karma's going to bite you. One day, mate. one day. And that's a 30-second penalty for excessive abusement on track limits at places at turn 5 and last corner. For the last 3 laps, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. Having set it stronger than you, somehow find a way to play the system up. Literally. Oh. I don't know if you... I got penalty when I didn't cut. Or there might be a certain corner that that you might have cut to, so it's just a question of where outside of turn 5 and the last corner. So grab the replays if you want them. So look, I've set the penalty set to strong, and then Kajun's just been playing the system up also, literally. Anyway. So, and that was in the entry of turn 5. Okay. That's some Forza racing lines. Forza racing line. Yeah. Before the cut, I got the pen. Okay. Anyway, do you want to choose the track for us, please, Kajun? If you got a certain track in mind. Or do you want it to pass it to somebody else if you haven't got a certain track in mind? It's up to you. So we've got Kajun winning winning the race. Well, obviously you all seen it that I won the race. By default. So obviously the third place driver goes to B Max. We've got Sky in 4th, but there's Benson and Lewis, the only one to retire from this race. Trial Mountain, no problem. So this might have to be my last race of the stream, I'm afraid. So I'm about to crack on with other stuff. So Trial Mountain it is. Yep, Trial Mountain. Let me get that loaded. So tomorrow I'll be live for the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. Looking at approximately a 4:30 stream start. So let's see if anybody wants to wants a room refreshing. Well, what's it doing? And that is what is going to be round 3 of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. So let's see if anybody wants a room refresh to see if we could get more people in. Yep, a couple have agreed. So I'm going to refresh the room. Feel free to follow. Apologies for any inconvenience. Okay, so got the lobby settings saved. Nope, I need to save them actually before I do anything else. So what that does to the room refresh is that even if there's not enough people, then obviously normally the first thing that the people will pick up is the first thing that they'll pick up is as soon as the lobby gets open. Therefore, that say for example, if you're running a GR3 lobby and then you want a room refresh, even if there's less people, then obviously it works. So it worked a bit when we're in the GR1. So we've got that room back open now. And I'll have to type in the room ID as well. That's another thing that I must not forget. So I'll put the room ID on the chat. So there's 5 of us back in. Welcome back. So if we do get another person in or two at least, then that, of course, we've also done something. Unless there's just the 5 of us in, and then obviously we could just get on with it. So for now, we're just gonna get this last race underway, I'm afraid. So this is the last race of the stream. Race starting in, give it 5 minutes. Feel free to do a quali lap. And please be mindful of those around you on the track. Thanks. Well, you guys know me too well. Obviously, for anybody new that's enjoying the content, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel at It's Danny C. Thank you for your support. And that's if well, there may be some people that'll be joining in that'll pick up the previous messages probably. So yeah, normally it works at well, a room refresh when it comes to getting them off people, and then it's most of the time it works, and sometimes it don't. Even if we've got the same amount of people as from the previous lobby. Somebody's had a spinner there. Unlucky. Let's see if I could get a quali lap in together. Without spinning or abusing the track limits or crashing. This lap's looking tidy. Whoa! Until that happened. Lovely 360 in the chicane. And we're back up and running. So there's no sandbags lurking in my car. I just spun on my own. That's what happened. So there's Kajun in the Porsche. And there's Mayol in the Toyota. And there's B-Max in the Toyota. And there's Skymaster in the Porsche. Danny C in the pits. So, race starting soon. Have a good race, everyone, and best wishes to you all. And let's have a clean one. Especially you, Kajun. With flipping track limits. Luckily, there's hardly any runoff area. Other than just one or two. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get this last race of the evening underway. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Not for what I can see, but yep, just the original circuit's just like the way it should be. Yep, good luck to you, mate. Got to back out. Obviously chicking my way out of that one. Oh. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate the sportsmanship. I do appreciate the sportsmanship. But it's all good. I can catch up. Ah, quit soul. Quit soul. Sorry that this is the last race of the stream. Hang on, am I seeing something? Sorry, I'm just reading something. I didn't want to read it in the middle of the corner as well as the that. So I'll just read it on the straight line. Right, listen everyone. So, for anybody that's been watching my stream from last night in the Renault Clio Cup race, where for those who felt that a dive bomb move was on purpose, so what that means is the result has been reversed. which means I am declared the race 2 winner. So Danny C wins race 2 of the Renault Clio Cup race in round 2 at Magyar. Well, I don't want to celebrate it like that because it's just it's like you want things to be settled on the track, not behind the scenes. So this is one of them things where, you know what, well, no matter what happens, then yeah, it's one of them things that that, you know, if you were to go for a move and then this happens, and then yeah, that's the last thing you don't want to happen. And of course, if my maths are correct, that well, in some ways, that I am declared the not only having won the race, but to also take the championship lead in the Renault Clio Cup. So that's a couple of more points that will be crucial. Alex, welcome along. Oh mate, sorry that this is the last race of the stream, but I just thought that we'll just want to come and say hello. But I do appreciate you stopping by, but I've got other things to deal with. So but yeah, so for those who've been watching last night's stream in the Renault Clio Cup, having got to a P6 in race 1 at Monza, and then had first place very much about under control until all of a sudden the push to pass was being made. So, and therefore after the investigation, therefore that it was the Hungarian who also did a dive on a push to pass, which meant that the results of has been reshuffled. So there's myself winning the race, and of course the Hungarian in second. But it's I didn't make a big deal out of that situation from the moment I felt the clash until I get a chance to see the replay, which I have done. Oh, hit the bloody wall there. Oh, Benson's out. Benson's in the wall. Unlucky, buddy. Sorry to see that. So for this whole time, I've just been waffling on about. For what I've just seen, it's just yeah, crazy with what's going off behind the scenes for sure. So, but yeah, overall it's been a good race meeting. Regardless. In the second round of the Renault Clio Cup, and so next time I'll be doing that league race, of course, is on Monday, as it's every Monday until 2nd of March. Obviously, you'll have the third one, which is all at Brands Hatch. One that's over the Brands Hatch Grand Prix layout, and the other is in the Indy circuit. Now the Indy circuit for race 2 is going to be very interesting, with that layout being one of the difficult tracks to overtake. So the last a real opportunity to me is the last corner overtake, or maybe up to Druids, maybe up to the second corner or something. So I'll be looking forward to see how that pans out. Agadu is going straight into the pits to cut the corner. doing a Michael Schumacher in 1998 at Silverstone, for when he was dished out a penalty, and then played the system well at the time. I said that before, didn't I? I said that before. And what just happened there was karma was at its absolute best. From cheating to Yas Marina to get done by with the slow pit stop, by the slow entry of the pit. Crazy how things can change pretty quickly, I'm sure of that. Right, that is that over done with. No problem, no problem. Been a pleasure, and just want to spare a moment to say thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Dan EC. See you next time, and take care all. So, thanks for the race. Let's play again sometime. So it's been okay, considering that there was some people, well, enough people to race in my lobby in the GR1s, of course, in the midweek with Champions League and so on. That's happening also. Let me see if there's any lobbies that are going off. So we're going to Manufacturers Cup lobby that's taking place. VBF lobby. Made in Japan. GR3. SF23. World Tour in Germany in the GR4s. GR3 with no BOP or anything like that. So GR4 roasted by Connie Ray. Tonkanon practicing for a race league also. Fair play, Kate. Only rest of you. Then I just want to have a look at what's to come in sport mode. Obviously, because that of course I'll be doing the Manufacturers Cup race at Deep Forest. Harvey Button quality time, and yeah, good races indeed. So this is where I'm currently at also. 6 in the manufacturers rankings, so I might as well just give a McLaren a call and then see if they can offer me a job, not just as a racer for them in the manufacturers, but to clean up the toilets as well. Yeah, thank you, Sky, for joining, and pleasure to have you around, and hope to see you again soon. So currently 99th in the regional ranking, so, and 6th for McLaren, of course. So I'm carrying the likes of Sparks and who else? Hoggy. So I'm carrying both Sparks and Hoggy for McLaren until my back is gone. So, I mean, there's no stress about if you've got other things to deal with, and by any means, it's not a problem. And don't forget to do the online time trials for those who wish to get some extra income. Yeah, thanks for that, Kajun. So I'm currently 222nd in the world, so only 8/10 off Sammy Snake, our friend. And Sammy Snake is like wicked. And that I just could not even get gripped with this flipping car, and also, but then I'm not fussed, because as long as I get the extra 2 million, that's all I'm bothered about, even in certain time trials like that. So I've not even set a time on this road car also. So we have got well, a daily race in the GR1s. So this time on the mediums, even Dizzy's well setting the time also. And then we've got the GR4s now. I was having a crack at the GR4s, well, just doing the qualifying itself, and look at that. So there's only a few of us in the 1 minute 13s. I've got Dirty Mandy doing a low 1 minute 13. Like, how has Mandy done that? I don't know, but we'll find out, shall we? So just to have a quick look on. I'm sure Mandy won't mind that, but just like to see the lines. Just like to see the lines. So turn the car in just a little bit in, and lifted brake. I've used as much track limiters as you dared. Like, fair enough. Close to the barrier. %50 brake and then drop down an extra gear. That's pretty interesting. I need to try that at some point. And just a big lift and then full throttle, attacking the apex as much as you dare. And then you just bring it down to 4th, and then just kept it at 90, very much 90 mile an hour, hitting the apex, foot flat to the floor, close to the barrier, straight in the car whilst you hit the bump on the banking. And if you're watching this, Mandy, you savage. Well played, well played. Respect to you. Respect to you. I take my hat off to you. But I'm not fussed, even if I do a race, no matter, like, as long as that I get to the DR increase, then therefore that's the bonus in it. Even if it's a top 5 in the daily race, or if that's how it normally works, and then manufacturers, we all know too well, oh, and just need to change the oil. You won that against Sparks and Tigini. Oh, well done to you. Well done to you. Just in the TT. Okay, okay. Just in the TT. Well, I've raced with the likes of Soups GT and Rory Alexander. Tigini at one time or two, and then Hoggy. Yield as well. Yeah. I respect them a lot. I respect them a lot, and so obviously you have Ice Taylor. I've known Ice Taylor for a while now. Ice Taylor Gaming. Indian Stig. Known Indian Stig for a while as well. So I'm just gonna open the ticket. Better than nothing, I guess. So that is my live stream on YouTube done and dusted in the GR1s. So I just want to spare a moment to say thank you very much to those of you who are tuned in to say hello or on the go. Thank you very much to those of you who have been taking part in my open lobbies, although it might have been quiet throughout, but other than that, it's been enjoyable, no matter the outcome. I'm in this track guide video, only A ranker, I think. Oh, okay. Nice. So as for the open lobbies as well, having gone through from the bottom of GR4s, then GR3s, GR2s, and then of course we've done the GR1s. So when I next do open lobbies around similar time as today, look at the return of go-karts. If anybody fancies go-karts, anybody watching there like go-karts? Because I'll be very honest with you, I haven't done the go-kart lobby in ages, so that's something that we're definitely going to be doing. And that's if we get some more people on the board. So, yep, some of the bits that will be dealt with behind the scenes and so on. But other than that, it's been, it's been fun. And welcome to the new subscribers as well to my community. We are on the road to the 500 subscriber mark, so we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So then I'll have to think outside the box, which I do have some ideas on for when the time comes. That I'm going to have to figure out about, unless somebody who is used to that, the feature where you can get access to have a paid map partnership or something, if you're eligible with so and so, because there's still a bit of it to go through in it. And of course, obviously you have the ability, you will just to get access to go and make a donation if you wish, and pay the membership for as little as 99 pence. So that's how much they are. So you can get access to the special emojis, for the super chats and so on. And then you can also, as well as the donations, you can gift the memberships to people as well. I'm not sure, like, I will 100% how that's running, because I'm just getting into the groove with as I'm going along. Which, if it hadn't been for you guys, I appreciate the support, and I really do. But the graph don't stop there. So let's keep pushing and keep going, and enjoy it and enjoy the journey just as it is, because you never know. Because you never know if you could recreate moments like that. So, but yeah, but time will tell. It's not an if, it's a matter of when I'll achieve that milestone. But it's coming soon. It's coming soon. So, I'm going to get going now. Anybody liking the content, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll be live tomorrow at 4:30ish UK time for the Manufacturers Cup at Deep Forest. So, having won the Manufacturers Cup race last time out at Dragon Trail, the objective is to build on the consistency. So, and the momentum just keeps it going as we go along. Things could change, but let's see. Anyhow, I wish you all the best and have a great evening, great afternoon, a great morning, wherever you are. And from myself, Danny C, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.